Namaste, friends. This is Elle with Sacred Union Tarot. I'm going to do a reading for the week beginning April 2nd, which is today, because we have a couple of really big not that they're not as big as March was right now, but we do have a couple of major shifts this week, and I did want to do a energy reading so that we might know what might be coming in and how to navigate the energies so we don't get derailed or caught off guard. So according to astrologyanswers.com, tomorrow, Monday the 3rd, Mercury enters Taurus. And this might give us a little bit of lag time in our mental processing energy. You could take more time to make decisions, maybe a little bit longer to formulate a plan, and there may be some blocks or delays, or there may be some just a longer time for things to get moving, more so than normal. So that is on Monday, on the 6th. There is a full moon in Libra. We've been feeling this full moon, and the full moon is traditionally time to focus on your relationships and partnerships, and this is all about balance. Libra is about justice, relationships, balance, fairness, patience. So work on relationship issues, grow closer or walk away or become more committed. You can crave serenity and harmony, and you can be a little more pleasant because you're going to feel the balance in the energies, which is really good. So, okay, so here is the full moon in Libra card. Find a balance. So this is going to be finding balance in your relationships as well as between your work and your playtime, your rest time, and your activity time. Make sure that you're finding a good balance. This might be between your 3D and your 5D self and those energies that you experience. So kind of you're going to know when it feels out of balance. Okay, so I'm going to use the Quantum Oracle to get us started, and I'm going to use the cycle, the events, the people, and the energy suites out of this deck. And what I want to do is pull a card for what cycle we may be beginning with this Libra full moon, because this is when we are releasing. Full moons for me are when we're releasing things that are being illuminated, that have been in the shadows, that under the light of the full moon, they're exposed. So this may be deep revelations. It may be why something's not working out, why you're not manifesting what you intend to. But it also, to me, is kind of the cycle between the full moon and the new moon. And not only what we need to release, but what cycle are we preparing for? So let's pull status quo. I knew this card was going to come out. We saw this before in a reading just recently. This is the number 2 cycle. And this is just like, okay, you've got yourself in balance, you got yourself in a good place. It might mean that you just want to kind of coast along a little bit. There may be some delays or disruptions, but you're not going to get triggered by those. You just anticipate, okay, it may not be as smooth going along as I would like, but that's all part of just what's going on in the energy right now. So we have the status quo and finding balance. So for this week, let's find out let's start with people. What kind of people might come into or be relevant to you that might have some significance in your energy this week? It might be a teacher, a number 4 card. This is somebody very stable. 4s to me are stability, but this is maybe somebody coming in to help you have those deep revelations or illuminate what's out of balance in your life. Now let's pull on events. What events might kind of come together for you in this week to help deepen your understanding or improve your relationships? This is interesting. I'm going to tell you why. This is a commitment. Look at these two. We have two masculines in these cards. There's a feminine here. Oh, sorry, wrong card. Feminine here, and it looks like she's looking into some sort of book. And it's almost like there's this illumination coming out of the book. So maybe somebody learning something, somebody's helping guide that learning. But we have this fella and this fella who is writing something. So this almost looks like a contract. So this could be some sort of commitment that you're making, that you finally researched that now's the time that you want. And this is interesting because we have a 2, a 3, and a 4. So there is a progression here. It feels like maybe you've done a little research about a goal that you wanted to achieve. You've had a mentor kind of say, okay, or maybe you've reached out to somebody that has the same kind of objective that has been successful. So maybe you've learned some strategies, something to be able to pull this together for your own expression of whatever it is, your opportunity that you're that you've manifested, that you're trying to bring into some sort of physical reality. Okay, let's see. This is energy, joyous fun. Lighten up, have fun, go out and cultivate some joy in your life, because that's going to help bring in this high vibrational opportunity and the assistance that you need, the right mentor that you need in order to move forward with it. Pull this back just a bit. Okay, I'm going to pull a couple more oracle cards before we get started. I'm going to pull from Man Holding a Heart. He was on the bottom of the deck when I picked up the deck before the pre-shuffle, and then I shuffled, and then I shuffled, and I shuffled, and here he is on the bottom of the deck again. So let's find out. Could be some romantic person coming in, some significant other, some soulmate. Okay, here we have a woman holding a coin. It's a 42 card, which is a 6. This is like the 6 of Pentacles for me. So this is about sharing your abundance, equal give and take. She obviously is like Queen of Pentacles energy, very nurturing. She's very physically attractive, very sensual. Definitely abundant in her life. Ooh, Healer of the Ages. This is very interesting. Very Christ-like. And then we have below is a journey. So this is a very Christ-like energy. So we have a 6 on this side, which is a 42 card, a 51 card, which is also a 6. Remember when I said Queen of Pentacles is kind of like that 6 of Pentacles? We have 2 6s, and then we have a 2. So we have talked about recently in the readings about just like taking a trip. We have the status quo here, but then we have this journey. So it feels like sometime during this week you may think about taking a trip. You may be planning a trip. There may be delays in one of your trips because we have this delay that may be frustrating to you. But consider it a blessing and allow it the opportunity to serve you, even though it's frustrating. This is the Divine Abundance Oracle, and I'm going to pull a couple of cards. Never mind. There we go. Divine Flow and Letting Go. Oh, there's 3. Faith. Okay, so Faith is going to go with this Healer of the Ages. Letting Go is going to be with this journey. And Divine Flow is this woman with a coin. Okay. All right, so here's what I have for you so far. Now, this may resonate, it may not. If it's not your message, please don't force it. If you need a personal reading, you know where to find me. But this message is for someone. All right, there's somebody that's just kind of like trying to keep things in balance, trying to just go through without having to bring a lot more components into their lives. And then there's this idea that's been smoldering in them for quite a while, and then the opportunity presents itself, and this opportunity could be through somebody who's like, hey, I just started this a business. How about I walk you through the process about getting your fictitious name and getting your licenses and getting your LLC set up, or your corporation set up, or your incorporation status. So they help walk you through it, which helps you then to say, okay, now that I feel a little more comfortable because I feel like I'm being guided, I'm ready to move forward. I'm really ready to formalize this. This is formalizing of some sort of dream. And I know all of you are hoping this is your divine masculine ready to make a commitment to you. I don't feel that in the energy right now. I'm sorry. I'll pull a lover's oracle in just a minute and we'll see what's going on. But this is also joyous fun. This is being in that high vibrational energy, going out and cultivating joy in your life to keep yourself in sustainable high energy, because that is going to bring in this abundance, which is going to result here with this late woman holding a coin. You're going to reap some financial rewards from this decision, because I don't think you'd be doing it otherwise. I feel like this is a point where you decide that, you know what, I'm going to have to really I'm going to have to make this work. It might be that you have quit an old job and it's not working for you anymore. It may be you've retired like I am and you're like, okay, I want to have a little bit of a pillow financially, so I'm going to create some other sort of income. But it could be also that you are in the healing arts, but through this is going to create a significant amount of balance. It feels like you're doing your mission and you're reaping some financial reward. But you also feel like through this process, this creating whatever it is that you're creating is healing you. And it's also healing others. So keep that in mind. So then what happens is you get into this divine flow. You're in mission. And then you have this energy coming out and you're sending it out through this manifestation. And you are in this energy of absolute faith because you have let go of trying to control it. You've just kind of said, okay, if this is my mission, you're going to have to help me get everything aligned and then get the momentum going. So it feels like you're really taking those steps, and we've been seeing it in the readings. And remember, energy happens in layers. So we build on each reading. But it feels like now this is the time that you begin to formalize whatever it is. Okay, for those of you wondering about what's going on with your counterpart, because that's why you're here, I'll pull from the Lover's Oracle. And let's see what could be going on with your connection. And this could be a message from your divine counterpart. It could be just where you are, how you need to navigate the energies. All right, we have quite a few, so I'm going to take them all. You are trying too hard. Give it time. So this might be a good time for you to invest in something other than worrying about your connection. Acceptance is the key to inner peace. At times we must accept things as they are. There's no point in trying to change that which is beyond our control. So this is about, just focus on this. This is a great opportunity for you to not only serve, but to reap the benefits of your efforts. So focus on this. It feels like you've been really focused on the connection, and that's been very delayed. It's not really moving forward. You've gotten very frustrated. And you may not even see this because you're so focused on something else. Shift your focus to this opportunity to manifest and be in mission. Life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist that change, we resist the natural flow and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, and you will be surprised where it leads. I cannot get any more specific than that without calling your name in some way. Okay, I'm going to pull from the Illuminated Tarot, and let's find out some more information. Although this is really a pretty powerful reading as it is, don't miss this opportunity. Somebody's going to come in and say, hey, you know what, I just created a business online. Let me help you through it. Oh, guess what? I have a tarot channel on YouTube too. Let me walk you through it. We need everybody here. Everybody is every tarot reader is at a different frequency. Every tarot reader has a different collective that they speak to. So, you know, don't be discouraged if there's a lot of tarot readers on YouTube, because if you have the gift, then sharing it on a platform is, you're going to connect with some that others just can't reach. So we all do our part here. Okay, we have the 10 of Diamonds. The 8 of Clubs. And I'm going to read you what these are. Remember, this is a very unusual deck. All of the major arcana are embedded in the deck. And then it looks like the Sun card, or could be the Star card. 10 of Diamonds. A choice of security over risk. Enjoyment of wealth. Okay, so this is your 10 of Pentacles. This is your 10 of Pentacles opportunity to create something that's really going to manifest into something that's going to pay off financially for you. Swift movement to create stability is the 8 of Clubs. And it says repetition. So you may have to go through a few things over and over again to build. It's going to be a slow build, but that's okay. Don't get disenchanted with it. And then we have the 7 of Diamonds, the Star card, hope and healing. So we have 2 cards of healing. Through this process, you are actually going to heal some relationships. Either that, or you're just going to allow them to leave your life, and you're going to understand why. Because we saw that, we listened to that in the full moon. They said bottom of the deck. 10 of Clubs. This is the 10 of Wands. So we have 2 10s. Yeah, some of them are going to be positive, and some of them you're just going to have to let go of because they no longer serve you. The 10 of Clubs, responsibility or burden. Yeah. So you have this is the 10 of Pentacles. This is going to be the abundance that you create and manifest. And then this is what you're going to have to relinquish in order to be in that higher vibration to keep that momentum. So don't be afraid to let go. Didn't we see that? Okay, yeah, so the Libra full moon. So by the full moon in Libra, you're going to know this direction in order to get into that divine flow. You're going to know what ballast needs to be removed. So let me read this again for the full moon in Libra. The Libra full moon is traditionally a time to focus on your relationships or partnerships. Now we have this teacher and we have this man signing a contract. So this could be something indicative of some sort of partnership, alliance, or relationship. Work on relationship issues, grow closer, or walk away, or become more committed. You crave serenity and harmony and can be more pleasant. Okay, so I think that makes sense of the reading for me so far. Let's pull a little bit more tarot from the Art Nouveau tarot. the Gilded Art Nouveau. I saw the Magician card. Definitely you're in Magician energy here. I also saw the Nine of Wands. And that could be, you know, don't push too hard. Don't push if it's not flowing, if there's resistance, it's just not the right time. Or you just need to put it on the shelf for a while. Yeah, there it is again. At Nine of Wands. Try not to worry about the direction this is going right now. Go with the path of least resistance in the energy. That's when you're in divine flow. There's the Queen of Swords here. Definitely going to have to let some things go. The Queen of Swords cuts out what no longer serves her. There's some relationships. Oh, yeah. Okay, here we have the 6. I have another 6 card. This is a 6 of Cups. Could be a karmic connection. Maybe time to let that go. Maybe this has been, maybe it's just been one of those things that you're like, I hate to give up on this relationship, but if there's arguing, if it just has a negative interaction or connotation, it's time to release, okay? So you're going to be releasing something this week, but you're also going to be beginning something, starting to manifest something, create something, which you're going to be very divinely supported in order to do that. And through this process, whatever relationship that you have to get rid of that hurts, it stings when you get rid of it. Sorry, I hate to use the word get rid of it, but when you release it and leave it behind, it's going to create an opportunity for you to heal something. Okay, I'm just hearing if you're in a narcissistic relationship with somebody, it could be a boss, could be a family member, could be a friend, and you've like, I've just had enough. I've just had enough. I just don't feel good about being in this relationship anymore. You're going to release it, but you can do it in a pleasant way where you just say, you know what, I just don't think our energy's aligned anymore. You know, let's check back with each other in 6 months and see if we feel better. And then run. It just feels like there's a relationship here that you've just been kind of beating your head up against a brick wall, trying to force it, trying to control it, trying to make it work. It just isn't the right thing for you. Nothing more coming out of this deck. Could be a karmic soulmate that just came in to teach you a lesson, and you've now evolved beyond the necessity of that to be there. That might be what this teacher is. Ooh, here we have the Death card in the reverse. Okay, whoa, 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 no shit. Here you go. Explains it all, folks. This has been something very toxic to you. Devil card. Here we have the Judgment card. Karmic. This is karma. The karma is over, but you've held on to it with this Death card in the reverse. You have just continued to recycle this relationship to the point now where it's just no longer serving you. In fact, it's holding you back and it's sucking up all of your energy. And you need to be able to release that in order to pursue this. So don't be afraid to let it go. They said bottom of the deck. 7 of Swords. Well, that's narcissism if I ever saw it. Special message to somebody. All right, I'm going to pull from the Crystal Oracle, and let's find out what crystals we could be using during this full moon in Libra that could help support our energy, because I feel like we're going to need it. So let's see. Narcissism energy is coming through very strongly. Somebody is dealing, I mean, I feel like my throat is almost closed. Like they've just been dealing with it for so long. They just haven't known how to get out of it. And at this point, you're just like, I know. I'm just going to say it. I'm just going to back away from it. I'm just going to say, I can't do this anymore. It's just not positive for me. I've known a lot of people have kind of exited narcissistic relationships in the past 6 months. But this is still somebody that is still caught up in this really toxic. This is somebody that has some sort of very strong power, not over you, but it kind of infiltrates your energy. It's time to let it go. It's not serving you. Pink kunzite, compassion. Uplifting, relaxes emotional barriers, supports openness to accepting criticism, brings compassion, tolerance, and emotional peace. Lithium content helps soothe mental and emotional tension. My heart is soothed. It's almost like when you finally break this off, this narcissistic relationship. I don't feel like this is your divine connection at all, but this is somebody that has been in your life for quite a while, and you've just gotten to the point where your energy just is repulsed by being in their presence. Sorry, I'm just calling it. And you've just like, I got to get out of this. And you just like, I don't know how. I don't want to have any repercussions. I don't want to deal with their anger or their narcissistic abuse. But you finally just say, I got to focus on me. I got to invest in me, and I got to have the energy to do that. We have red hematite and orange calcite. So we have the wound healer. Good, 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 good. So when this happens, there's probably going to be a little pushback. And remember, the ultimate goal is to free up your energy and to get you in a place where you can focus on creating or using this opportunity to create something and align with your mission. So this is the wound healer, and it says, I am restored by releasing this toxic energy, this whatever relationship is really just kind of fucking you up right now. Let it go, and it will restore you. You're going to feel so much better when you can release that energy. And then we have erotic sensuality. That's been a block for you. This toxic energy has really kept you from connecting with your sensual self. It's almost like you just feel, I'm hearing the word, you feel dirty, you feel, the sexual part of it is, it's not happy for you. But when you go through this liberation, you become really sexually healthy. Okay? Let's pull from the Sacred Self-Care. Here's some things that you could do to help your mind, body, and spirit this week. We have the heart chakra, the root chakra, and the sacral chakra. You may want to do some clearing. We've been seeing energy clearing. Clear those chakras. Okay, here we have this plan a vacation. We've been seeing this a lot. Somebody needs to go on a trip. This trip might be the thing that connects you to this mentor, this teacher that helps you get through. You may be going on a retreat. It feels like you might be going on like some sort of a retreat. Could be an office retreat or a small business administration retreat, a spiritual retreat where you learn how to start a spiritual business. We also have intuition. Really listen to your intuition, allow it to guide you, and then make an altar. This is kind of like my altar for your sacred practices. You might want to meditate. They said pull one more because I feel like there's something else. You may want to meditate, possibly yoga, something. Look for fairies. And aromatherapy, a 3 and a 3 card. This is a 30 and a 3, 2 3s. 3s to me are catalysts. So aromatherapy would be really beneficial. So some essential oils or candles, something, a pillow spray, something that is going to help really kind of clear some of that energy. And then look for fairies. There could be something that signifies fairies for you, like it could be butterflies or dragonflies or moths or even a certain type of bird. It could be just movement in the wind that's unusual. I'm going to tell you something. I went into my garage to get out my Easter decorations. And there in the center of my garage sits my tackle box. Right side up. It's a plastic tackle box. It's usually stored way up on a shelf. And I walk in and I'm like, how the hell did that get there? I haven't been in there. I mean, nobody else has been in there. There's no animal in there that could have knocked it off the shelf, but it was perfectly placed in the center of my garage. And I'm like, how odd, because if this had fallen from that shelf, it would have cracked the case, because it's got like a light plastic case for some of the tackle, a light plastic cover. That would have cracked if it had just fallen. Maybe a sign from the fairies. All right, friends. That is the reading for the week. Let me know how it goes for you. Please connect down below. If any of this starts to resonate with you or you see it actually happen, I'd love to know that. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you tomorrow for Divine Masculine Monday. Until then, I wish you health, happiness, and harmony. Namaste.